Smartphones today are even better than most handheld consoles, so you can expect some amazing games with realistic graphics in the app stores. If you are ready to bedazzle yourself with some breathtaking smartphone games, then check out these high-graphic games for Android and iOS. Starting off at number 10, we have Rogue Agents. Rogue Agents is an online TPS where up to a dozen players go head-to-head in exciting maps full of objects to hide behind. This game has both a traditional deathmatch mode and a team deathmatch mode. This TPS has fairly complex controls. Use the virtual joystick on the left side of the screen to move your character, while using various buttons on the right to jump, somersault, aim your weapon, shoot, reload, and switch up weapons. On top of all that, you can also double jump off walls. The game has a handful of maps, over a dozen different types of agents to play as, and loads of weapons to unlock. There's shotguns, assault rifles, pistols, grenades, and much more. By the way, today we have an amazing sponsor, Dragon Raja. Dragon Raja is a 3D MMORPG set in a futuristic fantasy world. The combat system is one of its strengths. It offers a much more dynamic experience than other titles in the genre. The story mode is definitely one of the main attractions of Dragon Raja, but the game also lets you perform many different actions. For example, you can go to music concerts, meet friends for online events, go for a drive, and much more. Now you can make your home in Dragon Raja. After you buy a property, you can make any changes to your house and even build a basement. Also, you can get heir with your soulmate. You need to cultivate and take care of the heir carefully. When heir grows up, they will help you fight. Support our channel by downloading Dragon Raja from my link in the description. Install the game now and discover, explore, and dominate the futuristic fantasy world. Moving on to number 9, we have Knights Fight 2. This is a 3D action game set in the Middle Ages. This time, you get to control a knight in full armor and take part in exciting one-on-one duels. Plus, you can fight against the game's AI or even against other online players. The two main game modes in Knights Fight 2 are single-player campaign mode and online duels. In the first one, you fight against super strong enemies, which allows you to win all kinds of rewards like new helmets, armors, and weapons. The second mode, on the other hand, gives you the chance to test your skills against opponents from all over the world. Overall, this is an excellent action game that gives you the opportunity to experience medieval fights. Breaking into number 8, we have Tau Ceti. Tau Ceti is designed from the ground up for high-end mobile devices, and in addition to featuring the first 2 levels of the planned full game, it also includes benchmarking feature and the ability to adjust the graphics levels and special features to see how your device holds up. Benchmarking features are common in PC games, but I can't say I've seen one in a mobile game before. The real star, though, is the demo itself, as Tau Ceti really falls in line with the previous Dead Effect games right down to the tremendous atmosphere, over-the-top gore, and cheesy one-liners. The range of weapons is pretty good, and the behavior of mobs is difficult to predict. This is a free demo available now on the stores. Filling out number 7 slot is Real Moto 2. Real Moto 2 is the continuation of an excellent project about the racing competitions on motorcycles. Choose from dozens of vehicles and go through over 100 challenging tests. You must show maximum professionalism and learn how to operate motorcycles, so that each track is completed as accurately as possible. The game received realistic gameplay, and this is not only due to the 3-dimensional visualization, which, by the way, is excellently executed. On the tracks, the race looks amazing, and the controls will surprise you with their simplicity. You are offered several modes where you can ride in a single-player campaign or join online duels between real racers. Moving on to number 6, we have Armored Warfare. This is an exciting multiplayer battle on tanks with excellent graphics thanks to Unreal Engine 4. Managing formidable steel machines to deal with enemies in team battles of 3 and 8 participants. Take your tank into battle and destroy enemy equipment with accurate shots and additional bonuses, such as missiles with a homing system, or massive shelling will not leave the enemy a chance. Unlock more than 50 types of equipment, ranging from light scouts and ending with tanks with heavy armor. And all combat vehicles can be improved, increasing not only the characteristics, but also unlock active and passive skills. Now at number 5 is Away. Away is a first-person adventure game set in a colorful world featuring roguelike elements. The plot isn't particularly important here. Indeed, it goes off the deep end within minutes of you starting and stops making sense entirely. but it's a decent way of pushing you towards meeting the vast array of weird and wonderful characters that populate the game. To start, you might think that this is a first-person RPG of sorts, and it certainly feels that way. There are dungeons to crawl, loot to find, and the game's cast can largely be convinced to join your party and help you go out and kill things. It's not a very big game, but it feels like a game that encourages you to take your time with it and enjoy what's on offer. Next up at number 4, we have Respawnable Heroes. This is a tactical online action with excellent graphics and exciting PvP matches in the format of 4-on-4. According to the story, the world was subjected to global climate change, which led to incredible floods, fires, and other natural disasters that affected all continents. As for the gameplay, you are waiting for strategic battles in different game modes and numerous arenas, where your team of selected fighters will face enemies in hot tactical battles. Each of the heroes has specific skills and talents, which gives a lot of room for maneuver and different ways to defeat the enemies. Experiment, choosing all possible approaches and deceive your opponents to turn the course of the match in your favor. Coming in at number 3, we have Battle Prime. Battle Prime is a dynamic first-person shooter in which you will control the Universal Soldier's primes. In this game, you will take part in 6-on-6 battles taking place in different locations and will fight with experienced opponents. Take part in a team shootout, use a stunning arsenal of weapons in battle, and enjoy excellent graphics. Participate in epic shootouts and make every moment of the battle memorable and interesting. Switch between your prices and use their abilities and equipment to turn the tide of battle. Complete dangerous missions of the game and increase your rating, as well as earning rating points and unlock new primes. Next up at number 2, we have Black Desert Mobile. This is a 3D MMORPG set in a relentless world, where you get to create your own character by choosing between more than a dozen different classes. Warrior, Dark Knight, Sorceress, Ninja, Witch, Explorer. You'll find a type of character for everyone. The combat system is super dynamic, just like it is in the PC version. You can freely move your characters around the battlefield and make all kinds of combinations of attacks and skills. Just as you would expect, the higher your levels are, the more dangerous your combos are. Overall, this is a spectacular MMORPG that definitely rivals Lineage 2. One of the undeniable kings of the genre, when it comes to the quality of the graphics. And finally, at number 1, we have Little Orpheus. Little Orpheus is a side-scrolling action-adventure game split up into short episodes. You play as Ivan Ivanovich, dropped into a volcano in an exploration capsule called the Little Orpheus. Ivan vanishes and then appears after a few years with a story about saving the world. Controlling Ivan is as simple as dragging your fingers left or right to move, tapping once more for a jump, and holding a finger down to use contextual switches or valves. Players can also control Ivan by connecting a Bluetooth controller, which I personally found to be a little more reliable than the touch controls. The touchscreen is certainly more convenient, but I sometimes found they could occasionally be a little sluggish or unreliable. So that's it, guys. If you found this video interesting, then leave it a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Once again, I'm Paul. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.